Hello, welcome to the Artemis Defense Institute. My name is Stephen Lieberman. I'm one of the co-owners of the Artemis Defense Institute. This video is part of our How to Buy a Gun series, and it focuses specifically on ammunition, the type of ammunition that you should buy for your gun, where you can buy your ammunition, and the procedures, and they're somewhat onerous, of what you have to go through in order to get that ammunition. So first off, let's talk about sort of the very basic of ammunition. Most of you who've just recently ran out and purchased that brand new sleek Mega Blaster 3000 want to go to the range and you want to shoot it. Well, there's effectively two types of ammunition that you can feed into your gun. One is referred to as target ammunition, sometimes referred to as full metal jacket. The other type of ammunition is what we call personal defense or critical defense ammunition, sometimes referred to as hollow points. Let's talk about your basic at the range target ammunition first. So this is a box that I pulled out of my truck of some Blazer Brass 9mm. This is, your standard variety. I'm going to the range and I'm going to be shooting at a paper target or a steel target. Inside this partially used box, you will see one of these. This is a standard ball round, okay? Effectively, and you went little sidebar here, when they talk about full metal jacket, you'll notice that the projectile there is completely coated in brass or metal, okay? That is actually surrounding a lead core, okay? It doesn't have to be that way. It could just be exposed lead, and you'll see lead ball ammunition from time to time as well. Without going into a really long video on ballistics and calibers and everything like that, let me preface this by saying that the first thing that you want to do, and you need to do for everything that goes into your gun, you need to make sure you're buying the right caliber for the weapon that you've purchased, okay? You'll notice that this says 9mm right there across the top. That's telling me that this box contains 9mm ammunition. You'll also notice that with this smaller box of ammunition, it says 38s, okay? This would be for an entirely different caliber of firearm. One cannot go in the other, all right? That's extremely important because there could be safety issues associated with that too. Now, the reason you would use this to shoot at a paper or steel target, in all candor, is because it's relatively inexpensive. The reason you would use this, notice how it says personal defense on it, the reason you would use this, and to show you what these rounds look like, these are hollow points. You'll notice that they've got literally a hollow center in there. These are designed to expand when they hit something that's 70% water. That's not necessarily to create more damage or trauma to the person that you're shooting. It's actually designed to slow it down substantially so that anybody that's behind that person has less of a risk of getting injured by them. Now, having said that, remember rule number 4 of firearm safety. We have to know our target and what lies beyond it. This ammunition, this ball ammunition, is not going to have any of that parachuting effect, so it's going to zip right through that person and through the drywall and through the cinder block wall and through the 4 cement trucks on the other side. So one type of ammunition is designed specifically for self-defense. The other type of ammunition is designed for at the range. One's more, obviously the critical defense rounds are far more expensive, and there are some jurisdictions, they're limited, but there are some jurisdictions in California where these are illegal, all right? Usually they're illegal by specific name. Now, to my knowledge, no one has ever been arrested for that, but, they're like blue laws, they're on the books. In any event, there is a process that you have to go through now pursuant to Prop 63 where you actually have to go through a background check every time you purchase ammunition, okay? This has become onerous for many individuals. It was originally designed so that it would be an instant background check. Effectively, you would go to the gun store, you would look to buy your ammunition, they would type in your name in the computer, and instantly it would come up and say this person is allowed to have ammunition, and off you would go. What we now know is that the system that the Department of Justice has provided for the gun dealers to use is riddled with flaws, and interestingly enough, there's a number of law enforcement officers that have tried to purchase ammunition that have been denied because of the background check system. There is currently a court case called Rody v. Becerra that's under litigation right now. It's being heard by Justice Benitez down in San Diego. We'll have to see what ultimately happens with that, and if we get a decision on that, this video may end up having to have an update. But for the purposes of right now, you do need to understand that it's a somewhat difficult process to go through. But if you are buying a gun, and this is a very important statement, if you are buying a gun, and these video series were essentially under the assumption that you were, at the conclusion of that buying process, the dealer record of sale, the thing that comes back to the dealer at the end of 10 days that says, yes, this person is approved to buy a gun, also comes with it the caveat that if they want to buy ammunition at this time, they've already been pre-approved for it. Okay, effectively, the background check is satisfying both things. So my recommendation right now, especially since ammunition is so difficult to acquire, if you're buying a gun, make sure you got some available cash, and at the time of pickup, also buy a boatload of ammunition. You've already satisfied the background check. As always, if you have questions, you can email me directly at steven@artemishq.com. And as always, train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.